Daniel Campbell, was kidnapped on Christmas, and when I returned home, I discovered my parents had adopted a new child. To prevent me from targeting their adopted child, Roy Campbell, my parents sent me to a popular reality TV show that disciplines troubled teenagers. Every day I had to fight with pigs for food, compete for sleeping space, and be brainwashed by instructors before bed, forced to repeat praises about my parents and Roy 100 times. Whenever I made a mistake, I was stripped naked and whipped countless times on camera and had to slap myself until director Nathan Adams was satisfied. After the show finished filming, I finally became the good child and brother my parents wanted me to be. But on the day of the show's release event, when I jumped from the top of the TV station building, my parents broke down. "Dad, Mom, I'm sorry." I knelt before my parents on the doorstep, mechanically repeating the pledge I had practiced many times. No, I was wrong. I swear I'll be good to Roy from now on. Everything will prioritize Roy. Roy is the best, Roy comes first, Roy is more important than my life. As soon as I finished, director Nathan Adams' voice rang out. He shouted, "Cut!" The reality show about disciplining troubled teenagers had finally wrapped up. After Nathan announced the end, I remained numbly kneeling on the ground. My parents joyfully shook Nathan's hand in gratitude. "Thank you so much for teaching Daniel. When the show airs, we'll make sure all our relatives and friends watch it." Nathan smiled and looked at me, saying, "Daniel, make sure you get along well with your family from now on." As he came over to help me stand, I turned pale at his outstretched hand and shrank back. Nathan's hand froze in midair. My father, Jason Campbell, immediately scolded me, "What kind of attitude is that?" I remained silent, so Nathan put his arm around my shoulders and said cheerfully, it's fine. The boy probably just doesn't want to leave us." After saying this, he patted my back firmly twice and stared at me, saying, "Just remember how good we've been to you." I couldn't help but nod tremblingly. After the crew left, my parents led me into the house. As soon as we entered, I noticed Roy rolling his eyes when he saw me. But when my parents looked at him, he immediately pretended to be excited and ran over. "Daniel, I've missed you so much. You've been gone for so long. Let me show you your room." Without waiting for my response, he dragged me into the room. As soon as the door closed, he revealed his true face. With malice, he said, "Why did you come back? It would have been better if you died in that place." I was already used to seeing him like this. Years ago, when the police first brought me home from the village where I'd been trafficked, he had already been telling me to get out of the house when my parents weren't around. Yet I'm the one who's my parents' biological son. Seeing that I had no reaction to him like a wooden doll, Roy smirked. The next second, he slapped himself across the face and fell to the ground. His cries filled the room. "Dad! Mom! Help me!" My parents quickly rushed in. Seeing the handprint on Roy's face, Jason became furious and kicked me to the ground. He said, "What have you learned? You still dare to bully Roy? I shouldn't have brought you back." My mother, Maria Campbell, held Roy in her arms and looked at me with disappointment. "Roy has been so good to you. How could you treat him like this?" Jason pulled out his phone in front of me. "I'm calling your instructor right now to see if they can take you back." My mind went blank when I heard his words. It was because of Roy's recommendation that my parents had sent me to participate in this reality show about disciplining troubled teenagers. During filming, I was treated like an animal. The production team arranged for me to rest in a pigsty, making me compete with pigs for food under the pretext of teaching me hardship. At night, I had to sleep in the corner of the pigsty. Before sleeping, I had to kneel at the instructor's feet and listen to his brainwashing about how wonderful my parents and Roy were. I couldn't resist, or I would be stripped naked, tied to a bench, and whipped with an iron whip covered in barbs. After the whipping, I had to slap myself on camera until Nathan was satisfied. Recalling these experiences, I immediately knelt down and began desperately banging my head on the floor. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have bullied Roy. It's my fault, it's all my fault. I kept banging my head, not daring to stop even when my forehead started bleeding. Seeing me continuously kowtowing, my parents stood there in shock. Finally, Maria, unable to bear it any longer, came over to help me up. Roy suddenly sobbed, "Dad, Mom, don't blame Daniel. It's my fault for making him hate me so much that he wants to hurt himself." Jason's face immediately darkened with anger. "You've done nothing wrong. He was the one who bullied you first." He walked over and yanked me up from the ground. "Stop wasting time here. I've made an appointment to get clothes made. Hurry up." In the mall, I carefully scanned the clothes in the store, not daring to touch anything. Jason glanced at my shabby appearance with disgust. He pointed at me and said to the store clerk, "Find him some decent clothes. He's embarrassing me looking like this." The clerk, holding a size chart, asked, "What size does your son usually wear?" My parents simultaneously turned their heads away, looking awkward. I had been brought back home not long ago and immediately sent to the rehabilitation program, still wearing my old tattered clothes. Of course they didn't know my size. As the clerk approached me with a measuring tape, Roy raised his phone toward me from the side. In an instant, the scene before my eyes changed. I seemed to be back in that hellish village, with my foster father from the show, walking toward me with a cattle whip, smiling menacingly. "Stay away!" I pushed the clerk away in terror. My vision blurred, and I ran like a headless fly. The mannequins in the clothing store now looked like the villagers who had surrounded me, each one fierce and menacing, holding torture instruments. My parents were startled by my sudden outburst and moved forward to grab me. But in my eyes, these people were all demons. To avoid being beaten, I could only run desperately. Most of the clothes in the store were knocked to the floor, trampled and soiled by me. The store manager, seeing this, was about to call the police. Finally, everyone cornered me in the fitting room, and the chaos finally ended. Jason slapped me hard across the face. "Are you insane?" My head jerked to the side from the blow, half my face numb with pain. I slowly turned my head back, seeing expressions of extreme disgust on my parents' faces. Outside the store, many passers-by had gathered to watch. Which mental hospital let this patient out? How terrifying. If he's sick, he should stay in the hospital. Why come out and harm others? As the criticism from onlookers intensified, my parents quickly took me away. Back home, Jason threw me into my room. "You worthless piece of trash. Did you deliberately embarrass us in public to get revenge? Stay in your room and think about what you've done." I knelt down skillfully, slightly bowing my back. They didn't know that in the show, kneeling was the most basic thing, not even considered a punishment. After some time, Roy's voice came from outside the door. "You're still bringing him food? He humiliated our entire family, so he doesn't get dinner tonight. Don't give him water either. He won't die from going hungry for one night." I curled up in pain. Since returning from filming the show, I hadn't eaten for 2 days. My stomach twisted with sharp pains. I needed to eat something. Looking around, I finally found a notebook on the bookshelf. Without thinking, I tore out pages, crumpled them into balls, and stuffed them into my mouth. My throat burned with pain, but I was too hungry to care. The next day, I was awakened by the smell of food coming from outside. My parents were talking with someone. "Isn't Daniel back home? Why hasn't he come out for breakfast?" Maria replied with resignation, "He's probably still sleeping. This child has always been so inconsiderate. I'll call him out now." Soon, my bedroom door opened. "Daniel, it's time to eat," she said. I dragged my trembling legs out of the room and saw the dining table filled with various dishes and guests. I looked at Maria. "Am I allowed to eat now?" Maria found this strange. "Of course you can eat. You're talking as if we don't let you eat." Before she could finish, she saw me rush into the kitchen and eagerly devour the contents of the garbage bin. But the kitchen was full of food waste. Everyone watched in disbelief as I stuffed fish scales, rotten vegetable leaves, and eggshells into my mouth, their expressions extremely uncomfortable.